Oh, hey, first graders. Hey, I'm back with lesson 8 for math. So please grab your math book, which is right here by me, green math book, the new one. The other one you can recycle. But we want number 2, module 2, green math book, and a dry erase board and a marker. Today we're going to get a little crafty, and I'm feeling a little artsy, like I want to draw the pictures today. So let's have a little drawing fun. I will turn you over to my camera, and I want you to start thinking about some numbers we're going to add. The first 2 numbers we're going to add are 8 and 3. And today is the magic number of we're always adding 8. 8 and something make 10. That's our goal. 8 plus what makes 10 are what we're thinking of. So when I turn the camera over, let's get ready to make 8. It's so good to see you today. You look fantastic. Let's change around. Got my camera. It's turned upside down at the moment. So you're looking at the wall. No, you're back. Okay. If you're like, whoa, Mrs. Jones, that's a little bit big. Let me see if I can change that out for you. Perfect. Okay. So we're thinking 8 plus 3. I would like to make that sentence right here. 8 plus 3 equals. Now, I will love for you to make me 8 on this board. And I'm thinking hearts today because I'm feeling like I love first grade. So here we go. To make a heart, I make the letter M and then I make the letter V. So we need 8 hearts for our job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the reason I went back up here, I realized while I was doing that, it's much easier to draw things in groups of 5 because we're going to imagine, I called it the cookie tray last time, but it also in your brain, hopefully you could see that that looks a lot like a 10 frame. But we don't have 10 in there. We have 8 in there right now, and we're going to add 3 more. So when we add 3 more, let's make those be circles. 1, 2. We now fill it up, and remember what is in the 10 frame. It always has its own name. 10, and I like to call it the cookie sheet, thinking, oh, it could be either one. So we have 10. And out here, we would add that 1, 2, 3, third one. So 10 plus 3, I'm sorry, that says 8 plus 3, Mrs. Jones. 8 plus 3 is the same as 10 plus 1. Write those down for me. Did you make sure you added 8 plus 3? And did you make sure you added 10 plus 1? 10 plus 1 is what? So you're thinking, bring the 10 for the 1 and the other, oh, that's just 1. 10 plus 1 is 11, and 8 plus 3 is 11. Good job. Today when we're adding, remember I said we're going to be using first the number 8 to make a total of 10. Let's try one more before we get into our green math book. So clean that off. Here we go. We're going to do it again, but this time we're going to call them diamonds. We're making 8 diamonds because it is going to be 8 plus 5 equals, right? So let's make, for a diamond, it's like a mountain and a letter V. So you need 8 diamonds. And remember, I'm going to make groups of 5. So it's going to be 5 diamonds right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 right there. Keep drawing underneath, so it's going to end up looking like a 10 frame. 6, 7, 8. Okay, and if you want to visualize, make the rectangle around it. That's the frame. We're going to continue drawing. We need a new shape for 5, and we're going to do those as squares. So 1, 2, now we're outside. 3, 4, 5. I can easily see that this is 10 plus 3. 10, write that with me, plus 3. Thank you for showing ownership and caring about your big brain and writing that. I super, super appreciate it. It makes me feel loved. 10 plus 3. Okay, I've got this. 10 would mean there's a 1. And how many are outside? 1, 2, oh, it's 13. Now I could count all of these to double check what 8 plus 5 is. I know that this is 10, 11, 12. Oh, of course, still 13. Super-de-duper. Now, grab your green math books and let's get ready to work. Of course, before we grab those, we always clean up our mess. So let's clean those off and put them away real quick. Cleaning, putting them away. Trading now for our green math books. Then I will refocus to make sure you can see okay. I also know that you like it really big, but it is page 29. If you can't see that, I'm going to redraw it for you. It's a 2 in the tens place, a 9 in the ones place, 29. So let's write our name. Write your name at the top. Remember, you should have one capital letter because you are a pronoun. You're an important person. Neatly write your name best you can. Can't wait to see it. And the date this time is just one more than 10. So it's 11-11. And it's still 2020. So we're writing 20. And remember how I told you earlier that we're working with 8s today. So we are always going to have one of the numbers that we're adding to get to 10 to be 8. Let's get reading. Tom has, oh, sorry, let me try that again. Tom only has 8 goldfish, circle those numbers, and 5 angelfish. How many fish does Tom have in all? Now let's trace it because these nice people already did part of your job. They're like, oh, we're going to make a group of 10. But we need to fix it because right here today, they're saying now you have to make number bonds, friends, and we can do that. So in our number bond, we're thinking 5, and that's right here. How many from that 5 did they end up using? 2. So watch this. We're going to make this say 2, and we're going to count the outside of it. 1, 2, 3. Here's what I want you to think. And they did it up here, but you're going to do it down here. Circle the 8 and 2 because 8 and 2 make 10. 8 and 2 make 10. So 8 and 2 make 10. And now we're thinking 10, 11, 12, 13. We just figured out that 8 plus 5 is 13. Now don't get tricked. We still know what to do. 10 plus what? So what was outside? Let's find it. 1, 2, 3. 3. 10 and 3. 10 and 3 make same as 8 plus 5. 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 fish. Wow, I hope he has a big fish tank. That's a lot. Okay. Come down and let's do number 2 together. And it says circle. So make that 10 and circle it, which we did up there. We've got this. So they already drew the picture for us. So we're going to keep that picture and we're going to borrow some to make the 10 that they asked us to do. So we're going to circle that 8 and we're going to keep going. 9, 10. We borrowed 2. Remember, that's 10. How many? Oh, okay. So let's do the number bond. We used 2 and outside of it is 1, right? 2 are right there that are making that 10 and the one left over is 1. So 8 and 2, I like to visualize this and that's why I circle it. So I get my brain thinking 8 and 2 make 10. 10 plus 1, 10 plus 1 is what? 10, 11. 10, 11. And 10, 11. Look at that. That made math real fast. Okay, we're going to do it again. This time we have 4, right? Let's use the picture to help us before we do the number bond. Let me make sure that looks a little bit straighter for you. And now you can see that a little bit better. Use 8. Here we go. We have 8, 9, 10. We just made a group of 10. How many are outside of that? 2. You're right. So we use 2 and there's 2 left out. We use 2, those 2, and there's 2 over here. So then you're going to think, what 2 numbers make 10? 8 and 2 make 10. How many are outside of that? 2. So 10 plus 2 is our answer, and 10 plus 2 is our answer up there. Just looks a little bit different. 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's 12 here. 10, 11, 12. 12 there. 8 plus 4 is 12, and 10 plus 2 is 12. Fantastic. Now we're turning the page. It's going to say 30, a 3 and a 0. And this time we're drawing the 10 frames again, just like we did when you made it with me on our boards. So no stories. They just give you the math problem. So here's what we're going to draw. 8 comes first. Let's draw 8 in the 10 frame. And we're going to groups of 5. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come down. 6, 7, 8. Keep drawing the 4. Are you ready? But they're going to be another shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. How many are in the 10 frame? 10. How many are outside? 1, 2. 2. Now I want you to think. We split that 4 into how much? 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 2. I noticed that all of my numbers today is for the start of a number bond is a 2 because 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 2 is, let's count it, 11, 12. Oh, perfect. If this is 12, then this is 12. You already know the answer. Here we go again. Now we're going to do 8 and 6. Use your 10 frame. Let's continue with 8, and we're drawing circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next row. 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 8. Good job. Now I got to do 6. Change what you're drawing. 9, 10. Got 2. Keep drawing. I need 6 of those X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Here's what we're thinking. We know that we used 1, 2, 2. And we know that we used 1, 2, 3, 4. What two numbers over here make 10? 8 and 2. That makes 10. 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 10 plus 4 and 6 plus 8. They're the same answers. You bring your 1 and you say 1, 2, 3, 4. 14. If this is 14, this is 14. You're on a roll. Okay, let's go to number 6. Here again, we're going to make our 10 frame, and we're starting with 8. Let's stick with circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next row. 6, 7, 8. Super. Now we're going to draw 5, but we're going to keep going, and we're changing the shape, which is an X. 9, 10. I got that to 10. Total of 10. Put it up there. Keep drawing for the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are outside of the 10 frame? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I wonder if you just figured out what 10 plus 3 is. Now I got to make my number bond. I drew 2. And I drew 1, 2, 3. I drew 3. What two numbers make 10 over here? It's been the same set of numbers the whole lesson today. 8 and 2. Okay, 10 plus 3. If you want the quick way, you take the 1 and you take the 3. It only works when there's a 0 there to add that way, which makes it quick. 10 plus 3 is 13 and 8 plus 5 is 13. Now, this is the trickiest part of the jobs today, is to make your own number bond. The number bonds do not go with 8. They go with a small number. So you need a number bond here. Okay. I want you to think, what two numbers, 8 and what, make 10? We've heard them all day today. It's 2. You're right. So we're going to put 2. So 2 plus what makes 5? Oh, yeah. You're right. 3. Now we're going to think 10. This makes 10 plus 3. I can count on in my brain, or I can use my fingers. 11, 12, 13. It's 13. A 1 and a 3. Nice work. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to do the exact same thing. The 8 does not get the number bond. The little number gets it. So let's turn that into a number bond. Remember how I said focus on what two numbers make 10? We know that we need the 8 and we know we need a 2. So 2 plus what equals 7? If you don't know, just count on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer is, yeah, it's 5. So put your 5 in. Okay, now visualize the 10. 10 plus 5. A 1 is for the 10, and a 5 for the 1 makes 15. Wow, great work. If you're ready, you're going to try that homework page. Here's the homework page. It is page 31. It's a 3 and a 1. Great job. Thanks for working with me. See you later, alligator. Bye.